Hi, I'm Carol Pooter, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about my final project. This is something that I worked on back in the spring. It was tied into my research project and literature review as I started looking at simulation technology. So just to share a little bit of information about that with you, it started actually with my grant proposal. When we did those earlier in the program, I did write up a grant to be able to purchase a servo eye ventilator. Now, because I do work for BGSU, I can't just send that out myself. It does have to go through our department and the right channels. And worked with the person who does all the grants for our college. And the deadline wasn't until February. I think we had to do it in the fall. So she hung on to it to put into their overall grant proposal from the college to the organization that I'd chosen to put that proposal into. In the meantime, the university decided to pilot a new crowdfunding initiative in order to raise funds for different projects for the university. And they asked for a few ideas, and Stacy, that I worked with on the grant, put forward my idea for the ventilator, and it was chosen as one of the 2 programs to pilot this initiative. So we were very excited about that. Our goals for this was to raise $9,000, and that was to actually purchase a servo eye ventilator for our lab, and this adds simulation ventilation for our students and allows them to actually work on it just like they would be on a patient, of course in a much safer environment, so that they don't have to practice on the patients, they can do it in the lab. Our audience for this crowdfunding initiative, of course, where are we trying to get the funds from? We were looking at BGSU faculty and staff, kind of asked them to give back and support our students. We were looking for past graduates from our program. Our current clinical sites were definitely a target. We have a lot of past grads in there, and advisory board members. They're also very supportive of the program. And then we're looking at family and friends of our current and past students. This project is significant. When I did the literature review, there's definite studies out there that support using simulation technology in order to get students ready for actual patient care. A servo eye ventilator is simulation technology. It's something that we use to simulate a real patient situation, and they learn from that. And this is also related to my research study. My research study looked at technology used in respiratory care programs across the country, and also targeted specifically on simulation mannequins and was there improvement on RRT success rates based on that simulation. So they were related to some degree, but they were separate projects. When this first got started, there was a main contact that I worked with, and they have a fully developed strategy in place that they wanted to follow. I actually did some conference calls with a company out in California because this was the first one that BGSU had done, and they helped us set up this campaign strategy. And just to give you a little bit of idea of what's all involved in this, at first I thought, oh, very easy, no big deal. It's not going to take as much time as it says in this paper, but it took probably 4 times more. So, surprise! There was a quiet phase to this about a month before where we actually do try and solicit donations to help get it started. I was the project creator, so I was ultimately responsible for everything that had to do with the project. I was pretty much on my own. I had some support. There's a couple people that I could contact if I had questions, and they would do anything they could to help me. I had to identify some champions, and so we picked like 3 different people as champions that helped out. Amplifiers, those were mostly the students that helped out as much as they could. They were pretty excited to actually do all the videos for this. So, of course, I designed all the videos and got all those ready to go, and those are posted on the website, and we'll see those in a little bit. Had to create the content. We had to create goals that we were trying to reach. There were different levels that it had to be set up, different perks that were given. One of our other respiratory faculty gave a free ping pong lesson to someone who, if they donated over a certain amount. So that kind of got the faculty going on that because he's a big ping pong person on campus. So we had some fun with that. And then there was the active phase of the program. We actually had 30 days from the day it was posted on the website to try and raise the complete amount of the funds, which was $9,000. I was on this website daily. As people would donate, I would need to send thank you emails to them. I had to do weekly update videos. and kind of see where we were at. And of course, emails. This whole thing is a big email campaign. You send out emails to everybody you know, every past graduate. We tried to put in Facebook. That wasn't as successful as I thought. A lot of the hospitals were not able to support this on their Facebook pages, so we had to go with individuals only. At the end of the 30 days, we kind of wrapped it up, let everybody know, all of our donors where we were at. Of course, we had to provide those perks that we had offered to those that donated over a certain amount. And we also put in there any of the departments. If they donated between all the individuals over $250, we provided some free continuing education for them. So the next thing was just to give you a little bit better idea on what I did, the campaign checklist. And this is just a listing. Pretty much I was involved with everything through here. And that was coming up with the email list. I probably sent thousands of emails for this, getting potential donor lists, doing the crowdfunding platform, having other collaborators, the video, shooting and editing the video, phone calls. There was a number of phone calls, number of letters to physician offices asking for their support. And I worked, the crowdfunding site was completely up to me to make sure it was set up, to enter all the information, to get everything on there as it needed to be. And again, just coordinating, sending thank you letters, emails, and more emails, more thank yous, and weekly updates with Jordan, who is my main contact at the university. Okay, so here's how we got started. There's a BGSU crowdfunding website, by the way, falconfunded.bgsu.edu. This was our little picture on that site, and you can see this was with 19 days left, so we've raised quite a bit in the first, about 11 days. And this is what they would see when they went in. Of course, it's a different picture now because the project's been completed. So let's take a look. Here's BGSU's crowdfunding page, and you can see they've added quite a few different projects since we started this. Here are the original two, and there's the Falcon Flight Team and the program for our ventilator here for our respiratory care students. So we were the two original ones, and they've added quite a bit more. Both of our projects were successful, and pretty good participation in the others as well. So if you're interested in donating to another BGSU initiative, there's plenty here to pick from. And you can see now we were 100% funded, 94 donors. Of course, there's 0 days left, and we did reach the $9,000. Now, the project website, okay, if you had clicked on that picture, it would take you directly to our website. You can see just a little picture of it here, but we'll go directly to the website. So when you clicked on our little picture, you would come to here, and you can see it's in update mode, or in other words, our 30 days are up, so it's been a closed account and is no longer open for donations. I did design an initial video, and this is on the web page, so we don't need to sit here and watch it all inside the screencast, but you can view all the individual videos a little later on my web page. You can see we did reach our goal. I did set up some project owners with me so that they would be able to help out as they could. We have a couple of our current students, one from each campus, and one of our other faculty members, Megan Dixon. Students or whoever was able to share through Facebook, which we did do that a lot, Twitter, and then there's a link that you could put in an email to everyone. We set up the different levels, had some fun with this because they wanted to relate it to, of course, respiratory care. And if you're not a respiratory therapist, some of these probably don't mean much to you, but we kind of had some fun with that. So if you're in respiratory, these were kind of humorous. If not, well, they give you a different idea on the amount. So you can see they wanted to go all the way up to the $1,000 amount. I think our highest amount was $750, but a lot of $25 and $10 donations got us there. It was great. We set up a description here, so I had to enter in all that text and get that ready to go. There is a donor wall. I'm just going to click on it quickly, but it does list all the donors so that you can look down through and see what everybody donated. They could choose to be anonymous. And I will show, we do have that final donation of $1,803 from the Applied Sciences Department here at BGSU Firelands to help get us to our $9,000 goal and get that ventilator purchased. In the meantime, throughout the 30 days, about every week, I would post a new video, and I'm actually going to scroll down to the first one here at the bottom. And this was about a week in. We were at 31% of our goal at that point, and you can see these are really student-driven videos. Like I say, they had a lot of fun with it too. So we had our update video at 1 week, and here at 2 weeks we were close to 50% of our goal, and we really helped push on social media and ask people to help share that. Our third update video, I think we were at 60% of our goal 3 weeks in. So we kind of had that final push to get it going. At the end of the 30 days, we did have 80% of it funded by individuals. And then, like I say, that remaining amount was supplied by the Applied Science Department here at the college to get us to our total. And so we had a final update video on that. And then luckily we just got the ventilator in the lab 2 weeks ago, and I was able to post a picture of that here with our students in the lab, and we are already using it. So we sent out a final thank you, and all of these videos and updates were sent to any of the donors. So as long as they entered the email address, they were able to kind of follow along our project. So that was a lot of fun as well. So very excited to see this come to an end and actually have the ventilator here. The students are also excited because they are due to graduate in December, and they wanted, of course, to be able to use it in lab since they were part of it from the beginning. So pretty exciting project for us here at our campus. And that pretty much details everything for my project. If you have any questions, you can feel free to email me at cpooter@bgsu.edu.